Okay, 14th of July 2022. Seneca. Tum Hercules, then Hercules, orde me inquit. Then Hercules said, imperative, listen to me. You, design, another imperative, means desist or stop. Fatuor is a deponent verb. Stop speaking rubbish, basically. Venisti, it's perfect. You have come, huck here. Ubi, where, mures, plural, it's the mice. Ferum, accusative of iron, rodent, there's that verb. You have come here where the mice gnaw on iron, or they chew iron. Citius mihi virum, quickly to me the truth. Ne tibi, we'll take that as a lest to you, elogius excutium. So lest I shake off the alogic, which is the noun here, from you. So you could treat that as a dative of disadvantage if you want to shake this illogical stuff off of him. Et quo terribilior. The quo with the comparative takes up where the ut should be. And so that he should have appeared more terrible or horrible, fit tragicus. He became in the way of a tragic actor. Et ait, and he said, I'll go to the where we go somewhere. The daily dictionary word is alogia. Dumbness, mutinous, but it's nonsense and folly is the way we're taking it here for the daily dictionary. Might skip over this poetry, but exprome propere, that means hastily, it's an adverb. So produce the seat which you were born at, and how it's known or called. So tell us where you were born, the place. Or I'll hit you with a club, basically, and you'll fall to the ground. This club is often activated kings. It's slaughtered kings. Blah, blah, blah. What land, which race has educated this head? Which fickle race has produced this head of yours? Edisre, tell us. Equidem regna, tergamini petens, blah, blah, blah. I'll just skip down here to where the prose takes up again because I don't want to cover poetry. So these things, with courage, with satis, courage, so that's ablative, yeah, with the courage which was satisfactory and bravely, nihil minus. Nonetheless, mentis sua non est, he was not compos mentis. He was not rightly in his mind, and he was fearing, we've got a bit of Greek here, that he might receive a blow from the fool. Claudius ut videt virum. Okay, so we have present participle in the accusative. So Claudius, as he saw a valentem virum, a strong man, oblitus past passive, he forgot of the rubbish nagurum. He was forgetful of all this rubbish that he was going to say, because he understood neminum at Roma sibi par messi, that no one was his equal, no one was on par with him at Rome. Illuc, he was not there. So he realised he was no longer at Rome, where no one was his equal. Here he saw a strong man, and he did not have the same gratia, the same influence, basically. So a gallum in suo sterquilino plurimum posse. So this is a rooster, basically, but it's playing on the Gaul, which is where he's from. A Gaul in his own dung heap, in his own sterquilino, is able to be worth the most. He was the plurimum, he has the most power, basically, on his own dung heap. Itaque quantum intellegi potuit. And so, quantum, as much as he was able to understand, these things he seemed to say, from how he understood things, he seemed to say this. Ego te, it's a common way that the Latins put the demonstrative pronouns together. So, I, you, most brave, deorum, genitive. Here we have vocatives. Fortissime Hercules. Hercules, you most bravest of the gods. Back to ego. spiravi, perfect. I was hoping for me or to me, ad futurum apud alios. And that's taking the accusative because it's apud only takes the accusative, and the other types of prepositions take ablatives. So I was hoping in future I would be amongst the others, and sequi, and if there's anyone who sought a me notorum. This is someone who knows me, basically. So if I needed someone who could be a reference for me, T, again, back to the accusative, fui. Fui was, I was, nominaturis in future. I was hoping in future, you who nosti me optime. You who knows me best, you could be my, basically, the witness to help get him in amongst the others who are in heaven, I take it, of the gods. Nam si memoria repetus. For if you look in your memory, I was he who, to you, before tuum templum, before your temple, I was speaking the Lord. He was acting as a judge and giving out judgments. Totus diebus. We've gone into ablatives. For the whole days in mense, in the month, Julio and Augusto. These are the months named after Julius and Augustus Caesar, so it's July and August. Tuskis, you know, quantum illuc. There's the adverb again. So you know there, quantum miserium, how much misery tulurim I was bearing. When causidikos, these are the pleaders of causes, or those who speak the causes, they're lawyers basically. So when I would hear these lawyers, diem and noctem, day and night, accusatives, in which, if in sedis essays, if you had fallen in amongst them, licets an impersonal. So you've been permitted to see how brave that you were. Maluises, you would have preferred cloacas or gay, that's genitive, to clean. You would have preferred to have cleaned. This is what Hercules, one of his 12 missions, was to clean the stables of dung, basically, and that's the proper noun, which goes with. Actually, that was like the cloacas or the sewers. So it's probably a different one of his 12 missions. Multo plus ego stercorus exhausti. Yeah, stercorus is dung. So I drew out more dung, much dung plus ego, more than you, basically. I did more cleaning out of dung. Sed quoniam volo, but since I want, lacuna. So there's a cutting off of the text. Okay, non mirum quod incurium impetum fagisti. So it's no wonder that in with the accusative into the curia, towards the curia, you've made your way in impetum, with force. Nihil tibi clausi est. Nothing is closed for you. Modo dic nobis, there's the imperative. So tell us, it's not modo, so it's not now. It's, tell us in what way, qualum diem, which type of God, istum, that's demonstrative pronoun, you want this guy to become. So what type of God do you want this guy to become? So the God's obviously talking about Claudius now. And we've got something happening in Greek. So he's not able to be an Epicurean God or a Stoic. We'll go back to the Latin, Stoicus. Quomodo potus rotundus esse ut ad Varro, as Varro says. So what was happening here about Rotundus was in the Stoic pantheism, the universe is round, and how would he be able to be round, as Varro says, without a head and without a foreskin? Est aliquid in illo. There is something in him, Stoic idea, double genitive, of the Stoic God. Now I see. So now that I see, there's something in him of the Stoic God. Nec cor, nec caput habet. He has neither a heart nor a head. They're both neuters. See me Hercules. If by Hercules, from Saturn, he had sought from Saturn, hoc beneficium. This benefit, or if you'd sought this good thing from Saturn, Curtius, of whose month, toto anno, the whole year he celebrated, so obviously celebrated Saturn all year, Saturnalicus princess. So he was a Saturnian emperor. Non tullicet illit. He would have not bore this. Nidum ab Jove. It's from Jupiter. So not yet from Jupiter, whom quantum quidam, whom as much as he was even in him, damnavit inceste. So he condemned Jupiter for incest because he married Juno, his sister. And for Solinum generum, they're in opposition. For his son-in-law Solium, suum generum, his son-in-law he killed. Besides, so his son-in-law, he was killed. Besides that, and because sororum suum, because his sister, I've got a description here. Festivissimum, superlative, the most festive among all girls, all very happy or beautiful, pleasant, charming. Quam omnes venerum vocaret, whom omnes, everyone called Venus, so she was pretty beautiful. Maluit, he preferred to call Juno. Okay, so he killed his son-in-law because of Solanum's sister, who was the most beautiful woman that everyone called Venus, and he preferred to call her Juno. This is going back to this incesti bit. Quare, why, you ask? Or why, for I'm asking actually. Why I'm asking you, you say, his sister, stulte, that's a vocative for stupid. Here's an imperative for study this, of why it was his sister. So Athenas is at Athens, a locative, and we've got Alexandria at Alexandria. Look, it's impersonal, so it's fitting for you Domitium, that's halfway at Athens, or totem, all the way at Alexandria. Quia Romanae, because at Rome, in quis you say, mures mollas lingunt. Okay, so that's probably a saying. Because at Rome, the mice lick molas, which is meal. It's probably the tidbits are at Rome. Hic nobis curva corrigit. So corrigit is straightening out. So hic, is he correcting our curves, our bends, our ways, our crooked ways, it says in the lobe. So quid in cubico suo faciat. What he makes in his bedroom, what he's doing in his bedroom, nescio, I don't know. Et yam, and now caelais scrutator plagas. Now you're scrutinizing the regions, the plagas of heaven. Dios vult. He wants to become a god. Parum est quod templum in Britannia habet. Is it insufficient or not good at all that which he has a temple? He has a temple in Britain. So Claudius has his own temple in Britain. Quod hunc, in which there, Barbaro, the barbarians, collant, they praise him. And ut diem, as a god orant, and they pray to him as a god, and something in Greek here, they make a fool so they can have mercy on him. We'll just start on part 9. Tandem Jove venet. At last it came to Jove in mentum, into his mind, privatus intracurium, inside the Senate house, morantibus. This goes with privat. So while there's private citizens lingering inside the curia, non-licere, it was not allowed to the senators, dicere nor dispute, to speak nor to dispute their opinions. So senators can't talk when there are outsiders in there. So Jupiter says, ego inquit, he says, PC, that's to the senators, interroge vobis per miseram. I give permission to you to ask questions. You, mera mapalia fecistis, you who have made a pure mapalium. Mapalia is like huts in Africa or something like that. So it's making it's an insult basically.